Well, hello everyone. Where were we last time? Looks like we finished co-elliptic sequence initiate, and we're on to making calculations for constant delta height. We're currently sitting at about 41 minutes to constant delta height burn, and plane change is scheduled at 30 minutes. We probably are going to scrub the plane change because it's less than 2 feet per second of inclination error. So I think we're pretty good there. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road then. So T-minus 41 minutes. We'll pop on over to Charlie Brown real quick, and we will say scrub the plane change. And then switch to LEM if scrubbed. "41 minutes here to constant delta height. And look at our beautiful, beautiful lunar surface here. There is nothing quite like it. I have always loved these rendezvous sequences and the ability to just look out the window, get a nice, good view of the ground. Whenever you can, take a minute, spend a minute just looking out. How's our computer doing? 5 marks, 40 minutes, approaching 20 seconds now. Mark, 20 seconds. We're coming up on control point 1, so our position check is A-OK here. And just double checking our radar lock, 120 nautical miles approaching. 120 nautical miles approaching, okay. Constant delta height minus 39 minutes is nigh. We are going to fail for scrub, and that gives us about CDH minus 30. That gives us about another 9 minutes. And once we hit 15 marks, we'll go ahead and get that verb 93, reset to W matrix. So we got ourselves 9 minutes to look out the window. Here we go, just a funny poll here, just a funny idea I had. What's your favorite part of space travel? We've got the views out the window, the systems, learning complexity, the physics, just the sheer amount of switches and the clicking, or feeling absolutely helpless when things go bad. As in, you like learning, you like that struggle of when things go south, and you like the struggle of figuring it out, kind of like Apollo 13. We have not done any burns since we started. We've scrubbed plane change, so we're sitting here for a good 7 minutes, 20 more seconds, just getting the opportunity to take in the view out the window. A rare sight here in the Apollo program, getting time to enjoy yourself when you're actually in space. On the surface is a bit different, but, you know, flying is, well, requires mostly a lot of concentration, so whenever you can, sneak a minute or two, look out. Flying over control point 1, so position checks for the rendezvous are really good. And I was debating on whether or not to zero out our roll. It would save us a bit on RCS, but then I thought to myself, you know what, this roll angle here actually makes the surface look really pretty. So, I think we're going to maintain this roll, even though it's a little bit more jittery. VHF marks here, coming up on 9 VHF marks. You enjoy. Someone put the switch flipping ASMR. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what initially got me into this. I mean, come on. There's 2.2 thousand switches in both of these spacecraft combined. Flight-related, non-scientific. Might as well enjoy them. You know? So we got our lovely views here of the moon. T-minus 35 minutes, 20 seconds away from constant delta height. We are approaching 15 marks here, and we'll reset our W matrix when we get that 15. So about 5 more minutes of marking. If we hit minus 30 minutes first, we'll reset the W matrix then, just because in Apollo 10, time always comes first, given the nature of the terribly slow computer program here in the LEM. There's Apollo 8's control point 2, so they'd be flying a little bit over here and around, so slightly different orbit. Watching the control points of the other missions is really cool because you can see exactly what strip you're flying over relative to other missions. So we're seeing something that, you know, in Apollo 8, our little strip down here that we could see nicely, like, right up front, they would see it in Apollo 8 as something, you know, like, way out here, kind of an ordeal going on. So we're seeing craters previously unseen because they are located inside of other craters. Yeah, let me know when you start the LEM mission on 10. I'd like to be there for that. And I'll let you know if I'm available as well. T-minus 33 and 20. Our current distance is 110 nautical miles, and we are closing at 150 feet per second. That seems to be a fairly stable 150. We are slowing down relative to the spacecraft as we are approaching the apogee of our orbit here, the closest point to the target vehicle. Rest period currently. Okay. Yeah, I still have to stick it out through activation. T minus 32 minutes. How's that computer looking? 13 marks, so we're right on the mark schedule. Right on schedule. I wonder what planet we're looking at there. Fortunately unable to see. Wonder if I turn on labels for celestial bodies. Ah, we're looking at Venus. Okay. Yeah, I like the LEM activation. I do. Now that's some real switch flipping ASMR. LEM activation. Where are we at currently? About 149 feet per second closing. 107 nautical miles distance from the target. We are approaching T minus 30 minutes. We are on our 14th mark. At T minus 30, we'll go ahead and reset the W matrix in both vehicles, and we'll begin our next mark sequences. It looks like we're processing the 15th mark now. Yep, 15th mark. Okay. And verb 93. Enter. Switch to command module. After plane change time, let's go verb 93. Enter. So 12 marks or acquisition of signal. So we got about 10 minutes to take marks. Let's go verb 57. And let's head down and start taking our marks. And there we go. We've got LEM acquisition. Right on target. That's gorgeous. Glad to know our P76 worked out for us. Okay. There's our first and second mark in. First mark makes no error calculation, so it's something you can immediately take a second mark on. And we're waiting for that comp activity solid. That was second mark. Here comes number 3. Mark. There's number 3. Again, waiting for that comp activity light. Number 4. We have not had acquisition of signal yet. Number 5. Standing by for comp activity. There's number 6. Number 7. Number 8. And I think that's good on the mark sequence. We could take 4 more, but I think I want to get this verb 90 done here. So let's do that. Proceed to accept that mark sequence. And that is at 8 marks here. So total of 12 marks here if we sum up the optics as well. So I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and get our y dot calculation started. This is the CSM calculated lem y dot. CSM LM y dot. And so we'll change register 2 here to 2 for lunar module. Proceed. CDH time. Let's see what CDH time was supposed to be. TIG CDH 104353917. 104353917. Proceed. .6 nautical miles and closing. 24 minutes here at T-minus 8 minutes, or 18 minutes. We'll wait for acquisition. We can see that sun coming up very bright, flying over control point 2, so our position checks are still okay. We are going to prepare here for a roll 180 degrees at 2 degrees per second. So stand by for that. Okay, y dot is plus 00002. So CSM calculated lem y dot plus 00002. Proceed. Okay. Rolling right to 180 at 2 degrees per second. We'll be coming up on viewing the lunar surface through the windows pretty much at that point. You can see it coming up now. There she is. Passing through roll 270. And we are now roll 000. Okay, CDH T minus 20 minutes. Control point 2 is flown over. Within orbital track, CSM position check is okay. Ooh, let's get some lights up here. There we go. Okay, pitch to 0, yaw 180, and standby for acquisition of signal. T minus 19 minutes, 35 seconds on the clock in the LEM. 18 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock in the CM. Okay, tracking should initiate. Probably get one more 50-18 just because of how long that took to align. T minus 18 minutes, we should get AOS. Another 15-18. Standing by for acquisition. Past T minus 18 minutes. We are going to recycle this program. Still no Earth acquisition. We are going to proceed for final comp very shortly if we don't get it. Oh, there's Earth. Okay, we got it in the command module. Just waiting for any land that has us. Acquisition Goldstone. There we go. Alright. Let's bring the pitch down. And the yaw over. And do we have it in the lunar module yet? Not yet. Program calculation is finished, though. Can't get us on high gain, so let's just go with Omni Delta. Spending too much time messing with the antennas here. Proceed. And here comes Earthrise. Alright, we got it locked up. Voice checks is okay. Okay, LM y dot is plus 00001. Proceed. We are at the T-minus 11 minute mark, so pro for final comp. Pro for final comp. Okay, final computation. Let's see what the selected delta height is. T-minus 9 minutes. Come on. Uh-oh. 611 program alarm. Let's see here. Data cards. No TIG for given elevation angle. Well, I will have to manually step up and recomp. I don't feel like doing that though. What do we got here? Good times. All right. Proceed. Insert the negative y dot into register 2. CDH delta V. Yeah, we're gonna have to manually iterate up and down, and we don't have time to make that kind of change. Unfortunately, we're piloting 2 spacecraft at the same time, so not enough time. Yeah, we will just go ahead and terminate. Back to program 0. Not enough time. What we do potentially have time for is, I can't see it being a state vector issue. Because we were still pointing at the lemon, everything was great until we did our roll 180 degrees. But that was scheduled, so can't see that being a problem either. I don't know what caused it. $400 plus 3, but we got a burn to do, so we could worry about it later.
Translation. Rotation.
Okay, 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and ship ourselves up a new LEM and CM state vector while we've got time, just in case. But my guess is, I mean, the time was a little bit off when the program was loaded. It was off automatically from the start. So I have a feeling it just selected the wrong M. It probably did like M 1.5 instead of M equals 2 or something. So I think our state vectors are good, but on the slight off chance they're not, I'm just getting us some new ones going. CMC LMNav update. But I'm very certain they're okay and that it was just a program had selected the wrong M number. It happens from time to time. There's a very quick procedure you could do to fix that, but it does have you recomp, and I just didn't have the time to do that, given I had LEM stuff going on at the same time, and the LEM computer is basically crippled on this mission, so if it were any other mission, I would have fixed it then and there, but with Apollo 10 and its crippled LEM computer, rendezvous programs on the LEM computer, I just didn't want a chance missing anything. I bet this comp activity light goes away like damn near immediately. No, we will not do auto landing mode. It's not something historically done. Yeah, see what I mean? The state vectors were fine. Just being paranoid, really. Flying over our pseudo landing site now. While I've got the time, I'm gonna go nab myself a quick drink. Okay, 44, 30, 45, 180. That should get us up on a high gain. Okay, we've got it. About 185 is a bit of a better approximation here, but she's locked up good. 35 seconds. Disky blank. Eggs dead band minimum. Eggs at hold. Guidance control eggs. 407 plus 1. 500.
Translation.
Alright, what have we got? Just thrust down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Shut down. Okay, trim residuals. Okay, residuals are good. Let's verify. 500's good. 501. Good. 502. Good. Okay. Proceed. 00. Enter. RCS quantity is go. Ascent O2 quantity is go. Okay, mode control pings, and that's in auto. Guidance control pings. Waiting for the state vector right. Probably not. This rendezvous is probably going to take us to the end of the day, so... Okay, verb 37, enter, 20, enter. Should be no now. Oh, we do get a slight now in 18. We'll proceed to accept. Enter. Okay, 400 plus 2. And that's good. Eggs control auto. Let's see what we got here. Lock in 3, 2, 1. Mark. Okay, 64 nautical miles and closing, 64 nautical miles and closing. We've got good lock here. Verb 37, enter, 34, enter. Time of ignition of terminal phase initiate, 105, 1637. TIG, TPI, first pass. Who pinged me? Proceed. Elevation, angle, central angle, those all look good. Proceed. Ten, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counting down. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Mark. Good sync. Okay, CDH Delta V's were plus 00037 minus 00001 plus 00177. Proceed. CDH TIG 10435 3917. Proceed. Writing to state vector. Sierra Nova. State vector write complete. Program 20. Five minutes away from the pretty much beginning the TPI search programs on the eggs. 5018, proceed to accept. This should be not a particularly long auto maneuver, so that's good. We got 4 minutes here before we're supposed to reset W matrix. We did get 4 marks though, so we will reset it now. A verb 93, reset. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. Enter. We're probably going to get... Nope, oh, we went right to auto track. That is great. Verb 37, enter. 34, enter. Time of ignition of TPI here in the command module. CSM TPI TIG. Let's take a picture. First pass. CSM TPI TIG. First pass. And it is 3 minutes behind the LEM, so that is interesting. Proceed. And this will be the elevation option, so we will just hit Pro on that. Mark. All right, verb 87. We got about 2 minutes to take marks. That's not... Well, we would go biomed telemetry left, so we do have more time than that, actually. Good. First VHF mark went through without a noun 49, so we'll just go ahead and get biomed left, and we will go back. We've got our lem. Let's go ahead and take some marks. Mark. Mark. Mark is integrating right now. That'll be our last sextant mark there. Alright, there's number 3 on the VHF marks. And we'll go ahead and verb 93 for resetting of the W matrix. And verb 32 for a recomp. There's our Lunar Terminator coming up. Oh, Discartes, look at you. Another 611. So let's look at how to manually integrate this. Checklist. I know it's going to be an Apollo 9 lem checklist. Iterate down. Um, Here we go. Iterate. What was it? Up or down? Oh, shoot. Let's just verify that the elevation angles were correct. Oops. That would be it. Plus 20830. Enter. That would be the source of our troubles here. And recompute. Alright, that'll probably work. Let's take a look here. 27 minutes. We've got enough time to verify that solution. Mm. 54 nautical miles and closing. 54 nautical miles and closing. Good. One minute, 50 seconds for verification. Fingers crossed she's working good. Okay, we've got it. Here we go. That's a much more respectable TIG. LLS-3, Apollo 10. Pseudo landing site. D minus 25 minutes is coming up. We do have to start our TPI search. Come on. Alright, we're out of time here. We'll come back to that. Ah, nice. Welcome. Proceed. Clear. Okay, 410 plus 3. 3:07, and our delta time transfer is going to be 43 minutes. Our TFI TPI time for ignition is 21 minutes. And 3:03 readout. When 21 minutes or 3:03 is equal to 26.6, we'll start a 410. Mark. Resynced. Put up on 25. TPI search is working beautifully. Yes, he writes, Ich habe es gefunden. That means I found it. Spoken past tense, even though he's writing. How dare he, but whatever. Coming up on 26.6. TPI search is working beautifully. $11 marks on the computer. Let's go ahead and recompute. I never said I was going to speak German on stream. We're flying a spacecraft. I don't have the mind to do multiple languages. Oop, coming up on 26.6. Should come in about 15 more seconds. Come on. 26.6. Okay, 410 plus 4. TPI search complete. Committed that to memory. TPI minus 20 minutes. We've already recomputed. Let's take a look at our delta V of TPI. Delta V is going to be 20.8. Nope, 21.3. About 21.3-ish. Add total delta V 371. Total delta V is 48. And this is LMTPI TIG pass 2. Proceed. Delta V of TPI, let's get a read on that. I think we calculated that to be about, what was it again? 21.3-ish. And the rest of the rendezvous will be about 48. So we're looking at 21.3 with a combined sum of about 48. On. God damn this program. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. 20 was about 48 total. That is wonderful. Proceed. Delta V at line of sight. It's about 21.3. Again, very wonderful. Let's take a look at our Delta V line of sight here. We'll just take a screenshot, or a Delta V line of sight, yeah. Okay, proceed. All right, resetting because the time changes. Mark. Okay. We got about a minute to take a couple more marks here. I think we'll take one more optics mark and then we'll stop there just for good measure. And that will do that. Proceed. Coming up on 15 minutes. Sextant mark sequence is processed and complete. Take a look how she brings it in. Very near center. Okay. Good mark sequence. T-minus 15 minutes. $400 plus 3, get our eggs and pings aligned. 411 plus 0, activate RCS guidance. 410 plus 5, external delta V. Terminate sextant marks. Verb 37, enter. 34, enter. Loading LEM time of ignition. That was down 37 on that. 105, 16, 3.77. Proceed. This will be the TIG option. Proceed. Proceed for final comp. Ich bin zurück, wann wir das endlich spannen. Fuck you. That's when it gets exciting. Proceed for final comp. I don't know. It might not look exciting, but to me, it's exhilarating because we are on a time budget right now. One that we are very quickly running out of. Okay, so this is LMTPI TIG final pass. At 9 minutes, we should hopefully have an answer from the computer. That's funny. Yes, don't get offended, Artemis. It's just uh Arco and I do a bit of back and forth banter, you know. It's blue collar humor. $19.7579. And we did get an answer from the computer on time. That's wonderful. Hopefully we'll come up on this 0658. Okay, we got an answer on 0658. Uh, okay, 22.39. 22.39. Yeah, that's about right. It's about the local vertical. Alright, computer. Let's hurry the fuck up. We don't have all day here. I did work one step ahead in the command module. Doing less computation, or less marks for computation. For the slight, I guess, foreseeable, what do we call this, future sight, because I already knew that this program would be slow, so I worked one step ahead. Honestly, hey, you know what? If you fall asleep, that's just, you'll just be sat on the stream, okay? I wouldn't be offended by that. For some people, the switch flipping ASMR is nice. So, I don't know. You do you. LM PPI Delta V LV. That stands for local vertical. We'll take that. Delta V at line of sight. That's very good. A little bit of a plus X motion going on here. T-minus 7 minutes to ignition. Mark? You have a new video idea, I guess. Yeah, you know what? I should just not talk and just do LEM power up on a video. Just slap ASMR in the title and call it good. Proceed. 00. Enter. Switch to command module. We will pro on that. Pro on that. Pro on that. T-minus 6 minutes. Switch back to the LEM. See, I worked ahead because I knew we would be up on a time crunch there. And we will power down the rendezvous radar because we'll be burning this at local vertical. So verb 37, enter, 41, enter. We're currently in our terminal phase of Rendezvous right now. We were just making calculations for it, and now we will be burning those calculations, which is actually exactly what we're doing right now, is burning those calculations. So pitch down to local vertical. Computer's got that. We've already got 277 queued. That's funny. Verb 06, noun 86, enter. Let's call that 450 plus 00189, enter. Right now we're transferring data from the primary guidance computer into the abort guidance computer so that we can perform this burn if the primary one dies, which has been something that has happened by user mistake, but has happened on stream, as a matter of fact, in this flight. I have a clip of it happening, actually. Man, fucking stupid-ass click points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mark. Okay. Proceed. Program 40. This would be an SPS burn. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a... You can't click a switch through here. Just put, like, I don't know, something. Just do something. I'm tired of constantly flipping what I presume to be my, mission elapse timer. I bet that's all kinds of fucked up. What are we clicking down here? 105.13. That's not fucked up. Ah, yes, it's the event timer. Ah, whatever. Alright, we're gonna need maximum concentration again. We're burning this with the SOVs shut off and the ascent feeds open, so... it's a bit of a small burn to be doing that, don't you think? I think so, but it's pretty much gonna be open and close immediately, because yippee. Okay, T-minus 1 minute to the burn. Beginning concentration period. T-minus 55. Standing by for average G. T-minus 45. T minus 35. Mark, average G.
Rotation. Translation.
T minus 30. T minus 25. 20. 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Shutdown. Well, actually, a little bit more. A little premature shutdown, but that's okay. What do we got? Residuals are pretty good. That was... Whew! Jesus, that was stressful. Okay, a little burn aft here. 1 pulse aft, and that's beautiful residuals here. Okay. 500 is good. 501 is good. 502 is good. Eggs residuals are good. Proceed. 00. Enter. RCS quantity is go. To continue. No need for CSM rescue. Okay, rendezvous radar power up. Standing by for state vector right. State vector right complete. Program 20. Reset W matrix. Proceed to accept auto maneuver. Eggs to rendezvous steering. Hold on, I can't read that unless you put it to English, because right now I'm on flight mode. All right, we're English mode, flight mode. We're getting to the crazy time crunching part. So unfortunately we're sticking with one language here. Okay, that's complete. And just slightly off here, enter. Slightly off on the eggs. Let's just verify that that's in rendezvous steering. In rendezvous steering. Thank you. Waiting for the radar to spin around. Okay. We've apparently got it. $35 nautical miles-ish. 24. Well, oh yeah, no, that tracks. I'm stupid. Can't read. That's good. We're good on that. Verb 37, enter. 35, enter. Let's start our digital autopilot. For the terminal phase. 0647, proceed. Terminal phase on the eggs, 407, let's zero that out. 400 plus 1, 410, +5. And then we will basically do verb 40, noun 20 almost. Zeroing the ICDU angles here. Okay, switch to lem. Or CM, I mean. 5018, verb 56, enter. Yeah, verb 34, enter. Let's call that P76. Delta V's are +00189, enter. -00002, enter. Now we're transferring the burn data over to this computer so that it knows how we burned in terms of our delta V's and when. Fine. That should be the lunar module TIG 105.16, and then we just add 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11.77 seconds. Add 8 seconds to that as a little bit of a bias. Oh my god. Yeah, don't translate that. Okay, program 76, that's complete. Let's go to P20. How are we cooking over here? Almost coming up on T plus 9 minutes. Attitude is looking good. Enter. Verb 37, enter. 35, enter. Reset the W matrix. Oop, let's wait to do that actually. Go. Now we'll reset the W matrix. Allow marks. Possible noun 49. We'll see though. We are past the 9-minute mark, so 277 readout. Back to the CM. And we got, yeah, 1 mark in. That's great. Verb 88, enter. Proceed for final comp. Yeah, don't say worse. That's how you get banned. Child friendly. Not made for children, obviously, but child friendly. Okay, coming up on the T plus 12-minute mark. Ah, these rendezvous programs and they're taking forever are killing me. Come on, we don't have all damn day. T plus 11 minutes. Have we got anything on the computer yet? Nope. By the way, I would like to point out that it is a little crazy that this rendezvous is completely onboard calculated in such a time. Because the space shuttle didn't have that capability until the very end of the rendezvous. Everything had to be calculated from the ground and passed up to the computer. But here, we've got full onboard capability. And that is really cool. All right, we are 20 seconds away from final comp. We've got it just in time. Nice. $51, $52, $53, $54, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59. Mark. Okay. $91,000 feet. It's about 15 nautical miles. I concur. T plus 13 minutes. Pitch 90. Yaw 0. Track mode slew. S-band forward. Down voice backup. And we are pretty much LOS now. Coming up on terminal phase mid-course. Har, hardy, har, har. Very funny. All right. TPMC1, TPMCC1, TPMCC1, Delta V. Proceed. Proceed. Oh. Come on, program 41. We're very close. We're not gonna make it in time. Come on. Ah, god damn it. Verb 77. At hold. We will just have to do this egg style here.
Rotation. Translation.
Ignition. Okay, I think we've got it just in time. And a slight burn left, slight burn aft. And a pinch up. Okay. Proceed. Zero, zero. Okay, verb 37, enter, 20, enter. Verb 93, enter. Okay. We didn't break lock. Ooh. We did, but that's just for the cycle of reacquiring. It's not going to move the radar. So we're good there. Standing by for acquisition, and we've got acquisition. Okay, program 35. Okay. 407 plus 0. 400 plus 1. 450 plus 0. 451 plus 0. 452 plus 0. 407 plus 1. Switching to command module. Verb 34, enter. 76, enter. Delta V's. 6, 1, 6. That would be 105, 16 plus 15. Puts us at 31. 105, 31. Uh, 3.77. Proceed. To 0, enter. Verb 37, enter. 35, enter. Reset W matrix. Accept mark sequence. How much time do we have? Couple minutes to take a couple marks. Let's build out a good lem state vector here. Just because that TIG was a little bit late, we are going to make sure that we take marks. T plus 20 minutes. That'll probably be our final optics mark. Let's see how that goes. Proceed to accept that sequence. 20 minutes. All right. Whew, I'm sweating bullets. It's a very stressful part of the rendezvous here. Very time crunchy. Once we see that tick up to 6, how are we at? 22 minutes. Okay, it's ticked up to 6. Let's see how she is. Beautifully spot on, if I don't say so myself. The surface will now be behind us. If we could see it, we will actually start seeing it very shortly. Coming up on T plus 23 minutes. That puts us at, just a couple minutes before final computation of the final timed burn. There's one more burn called TPF, which is in the form of a series of braking gates. But we are coming up on just the final computation here for that final burn reliant on a time. — 63.63, 60. Yeah, that's good enough. Verb 88, enter, proceed. This is command module's final computation of mid-course correction 2. We can see the lunar module approaching. The flashing dot getting ever so bigger. Standing by for calculations on the command module computer. Distance now passing through 37,500 feet. We're closing at about 53 feet per second now. That is the final calculatory burn program. Now complete. Standing by for final computation in the lunar module. Passing now through 35,000 feet, closing at 51 feet per second. $33,500, closing at 59.5. $10. Proceed for final comp. $73.34. 75. Good enough. Five nautical miles and closing. That's coming up about 30,500 feet. Closing at about 45 feet per second. We should be greeted with a 0681. Come on, stupid computer. Okay, it's in. Pro. It's 415. Pro. Let's just take that now in 81. 415. Capture. TP MCC2 Delta V. Proceed. 41. Enter. Okay, enter. Got it on time this time. Verb 77. Pings on at hold. Disky blank.
Rotation. Translation.
Okay, disky blank. Average G. T minus 20. There's the vehicle. We've got it in sight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good enough. Okay, proceed. 00, enter. Let's get that written. That was 415. Time of ignition was 105, 16 plus 30. What's it at? 46,377. Proceed. Okay, we are now on terminal phase finalization. We're braking, and the rendezvous is pretty much officially complete at this point. 3.3 nautical miles and closing. We verify 3.3, good radar lock. Got the lunar module here in the sextant. And there she is. Let's go verb 89. And let's get this sucker a view of the LEM. Okay, vec point subroutine. Pro for auto maneuver. Ha! There we go, 2.6 nautical miles, closing 34 feet per second. That's 16,000 feet, roughly. We got a damn good view of the command module there. Spacecraft is already 0 degrees roll. We'll go ahead and pro on that again. Trim that out. Enter. There it is! Oh, we could see it. Look at that. $15,000. That's about 2.4 nautical miles. And closing. It's bore sight with COAS. Let's get the COAS even turned on. There we go.
Rotation.
Very nice. Program 47. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful view. Okay, program 47 is up clean. Possible no track light. We did not get it, so that's good. Range now 2 nautical miles and closing. We'll switch our cross pointers to low multiplier. And we're good for braking. Let's go ahead and give ourselves quick translate. Oop. Not rotate, meant translate. Let's recenter that. Okay. Give ourselves a good translate up. Okay. And a smidge to the right here. Or excuse me, left, I meant to say. Tiny smidgen up. And left. Okay.
Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
Oh man, is that not something else? Do you even think when you're doing this stuff? Oh, not really. That first braking gate is already complete. That ain't just the most rewarding experience, really, after several hours of non-stop flying. Little burns, time crunching, stressing about the computer loading times to finally be here. First try at a rendezvous here in lunar orbit, Apollo 10, and a very successful one, minus an almost gimbal lock causing issue earlier in the flight. It's something else. I'd say it's otherworldly. Yeah, it is definitely out of this world, huh? Unintended. Alright, we are coming closer here. Let's fix our elevation rate error. And our azimuth rate.
Rotation. Translation.
Also just roll to 0. Just for nicety. Coming close to 3,000 feet now. Nah, definitely not grass. More akin to fiberglass, really. 3,000 feet.
Rotation. Translation.
Good shutdown.
Rotation. Translation.
Hey, Owen. You're not smoking fiberglass now. Well, the surface of the moon is definitely not grass. Coming up on 1,500. Beautiful view of the Lem. Beautiful view of the CM.
Rotation. Translation.
Ignition. Shutdown. Trim our azimuth rate error. Elevation rate error. Okay, small scale now. $900 closing at 10. Oh my gosh. Trim out azimuth rate. Approaching at 600 feet now, closing at 10. The grass was to get to the moon. Ignition. Shut down. Trim out azimuth rate. For small translations on the TVC, thrust vector controller cannot make translations. If you're talking about the thrust vector controller for the SPS, there used to be, there are not now because there needed to be an out of detent keybind. $200. Coming up here. $150.
Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
100.
Translation.
And we're station keeping.
Rotation. Translation.
Then how do you do the fine movements? With translation, I just tap the key. With SPS, you just also tap the key. There's really nothing else to it. CMC auto. All jets. Docking probe circuit breakers are closed. Primary retract is armed. Primary and secondary off. Logic is on. Rendezvous light off. OAS power on. Pyros are armed. Okay. Drifting away. Let's translate up. Take our time with this. We'll make MCC wait if we have to.
Translation.
Okay. Looking good. Verb 34, enter. Proceed. 00, enter. Attitude translation 2 jets. Eggs and pings on at hold. Let's go minimum impulse. Attitude deadband minimum. Exterior lights to dock.
Rotation.
Rotation.
Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
Ah, it just takes a little practice.
Translation. Translation. Rotation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
Alright, we just got basically just a couple minutes of station keeping, really.
Translation.
About 9 more minutes of station keeping. Trimmed up very nicely.
Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
Oh man, quantities are looking really good for this. Greetings, greetings. Long time no see, NCAT. I've seen a For All Kerbal Kind episode got published, so that's crazy. Haven't seen that in like 3 years. So I'm excited to watch that.
Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
Okay, it is almost the end of
Translation.
station keeping time. So we are going to begin closing our rates here. Oh my god. Holy shit, look at that. Huh? Hold up. Screenshot.
Rotation. Translation.
No, what are we looking at? Yeah, a little bit to the right. A little right.
Rotation.
Okay, let's
Translation.
close distance and dock.
rotation, translation, rotation, translation, rotation, translation,
Oh boy. That earth in the background, that was just, that was an amazing shot. I'm very happy that I maintained station keeping for that. Because that was amazing. I wonder if that might have been intentionally planned, in which case whoever planned that, they deserve a gold medal or something, because damn, that was awesome. Jumpy lem time. Capture. Okay, vibrations damping. Vibrations are damped. And we have hard dock. The stress is over.
rotation,
Oh, man. It's not that bad. Okay. Acquire Misfin. 249 plus 249 plus 40. And comms link established. Verb 48, enter. Verb 21, enter. 10011, enter. Proceed. Lunar module weight is 8,001 pounds. Okay, ordeal power down. And what a fantastic lunar mission. Man, that was crazy. Flying that close to the surface without actually touching down. Just, ooh, it almost looked like we hit our landing gear on a mountain. Could really reach out and touch it. And then to fly higher than any spacecraft has ever flown in lunar orbit. Well, I guess until Artemis 1 broke that record. But that record was held for over 50 years. The highest a manned spacecraft has ever flown above the lunar surface, still held by Apollo 10. Tunnel lights on. Oh, we've got that apps burn a depletion pad, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my snipping tool. Nab that. And ready for uplink. Let's go ahead and direct O2 open until 5.5 psi. Let's give it a little push here. .5, direct O2 close. LMCM delta pressure. Press equalization, open. Down 3, close. And let's monitor that for a couple moments here, make sure everything is stable. Cabin pressure is stable. The tunnel is stable. Very nice. Let's open her up. Okay, tunnel pressurized from CSM. Egress, egress. Overhead cabin dump valve open. Alright, LEM hatch is open. CO2 canister. Select secondary. Let's just verify that. Yep, secondary selected. S-band antenna, select forward. CDR and LMP, doff helmet and gloves. Pressure equalization close. Oh, still gotta be open. Just a little longer. Okay. Tunnel vent valve off. Woo! Alright. CSM, IMU angles, roll, pitch, and yaw. Maneuver spacecraft to jettison attitude. Alright, maneuver complete. Minus 25. Plus 264. Let's go narrow deadband. Alright, and I think we're pretty much going to end it very shortly. Just waiting on our TEI 22 pad now. Oh, so how was the rendezvous? Was it a good rendezvous? Did you guys enjoy? And that Earthrise on station keeping, that was awesome. You always got to stop and smell the roses because they don't bake in a lot of sightseeing time on these missions. As easy. I have made so many mistakes that required eggs intervention. It's ridiculous. Okay, TEI 22 pad is a little bit late, so we're just going to go ahead and switch to LEM and do our procedure here. A little bit dark in here. Let's turn on some light. So CDR will intervehicular transfer to CSM. LCG pump open. COM CDR audio open. CDR suit isolation, suit disconnect. And crew in cabin. To 0. Okay, 302. Full flow. Crew in cabin 2. Switch to LEM. The benefit of not having our TEI pad here is we could just get this stuff going. Yeah, this phase is challenging. I mean, even for me, it still can be very challenging. 108, 49, 57, 65. 4550707. Just making sure that all of this data is in, because if we lose, what was it? That was the systems engineer. Loss of eggs. We did lose eggs. Okay. Let's just verify. 276 was it? No, 267. Yeah, okay, we lost eggs. Great. So 377 plus 107 minus 90 times 60 plus 20. Let's do plus 25. It's gonna be 0.1045. Let's do 377 plus 0.1044. Mark. Okay, let's get ourselves a new K factor. Add egg state vector. Calculate. Oh, I bet you it was 10440. God damn it. Okay. 377 plus 10450. Mark. Okay. Eggs bias time. 90 hours. Calculate. Okay, good. Verb 47. Eggs is getting a new state vector, and then we'll get that burn data sent to the eggs. Again. Okay. It's 404 plus 0. 407 plus 0. 450 plus 46000 451 plus 0 452 minus 0.1 267 Okay, what the flip? All right, we'll just say the eggs is. Hold on, that could be this. Uh, 267. Ah, whatever. I give up. The eggs has served us well. We'll just assume that she is toast. 400 plus 3. Is our R dot, theta, and shit at least good? I accidentally killed the systems engineer bus when I flipped these batteries around, which means that we lost the eggs, and I don't remember off the top of my head how to initialize it. Let's just see if our theta angle is at least right. 0. Yeah, that is definitely not going to be right. There's no way. Oh, actually, yeah, nope, not gonna be right. Okay, well, she's dead. We're not in eggs calibration attitude or anything, so whoops. Yeah, it's my fault. I was not paying attention when I flipped those around. Oh, shut up. Oh, well, at least we didn't lose the eggs. Could have been worse. Could have done it with the other bus and we would have lost the pings completely. So at least it wasn't that. At least we could still perform the burn. Alright, that completes the lunar module closeout. She will fly one more time. Solo. Okay, venting. Pressure stable. Okay. VHF power down. Give us a little Whoops. Give us a little O2 purge. Stop hitting the wrong fucking switches. Don't do that. Lithium smoke is incredibly, incredibly toxic. If you would like to die, do exactly that. We never did get that TEI 22 pad, and I'm kind of nervous about that. But, you know, that's okay, because I know RTCC. I can get us home. That's not a problem. And with that, I think we're going to save the Lem Jettison for next time. We'll have our send-off ceremony. And we will hopefully get trans-earth injection pads. I don't see why we wouldn't. We're on a very nominal orbital trajectory. We're passing over our control points, but, you know, it could always be an MCC glitch, and that's no problem because I'll just take it over with RTCC from there, so it's really not, and it's a non-issue. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this rendezvous and docking, and I hope you all have a fantastic night or morning. But I have to go because work calls. So I'll see you all next time. And here's the intro one more time for the outro till I make an outro. And I'll see you all later.